Hello all, this is James Johnson, aka Sulfurblade, and I'm back here with Starcom Nexus. This will be, episode 3 of this current Let's Plays, where we're jumping into this recently released game at the end of December, called Starcom Nexus. It's an indie-type game, and it's really a lot of fun so far. We are getting to live out some of our Star Trek-type fantasies, and we are going to bravely go where no one has gone before, with the crew of the Big Johnson. Sorry here, just getting something out of the way on my desk. And into the game we go. Alright, the forward base looks like. No surface anomalies detected. What's down here in the green? No surface anomalies detected. Acidic destroyer, huh? Survey the planet. On approach, the team fails to spot anything that looks of interest. In the endless desert, the team's engineers wonders if the anomaly might be a false positive. Shifting soft sand makes finding a decent landing location tricky. Eventually they locate a spot, but it's a few kilometers from the alleged anomaly. Have the team investigate on foot. About a kilometer away from the lander, from the top of a tall dune, the team spots a large craft in the distance through high-powered binoculars. It appears to be a Starcom vessel. Oh, really? As the team crests the next dune, their excitement fades. The vessel is now even further away. The team leader sends the engineer and security officer back to the lander. Sure enough, when they radio back their arrival, the team can see two small figures besides the other vessel. Various experiments reveal that this is an unusual form of mirage that works much like a distant mirror, creating distorted reflections of objects behind the viewer. Okay. Your words are meaningless. Flee or be destroyed. Fine, I'll destroy you. What's up here? Scout. Get some! Should have probably played at a different difficulty. This normal difficulty is pretty easy. Though it is fun. Shitik Hive. Hive, huh? That sounds scary. Fire wildly! Everywhere! Is it going to be repaired? Do I out-repair it? Is it okay? I guess we're going to check it out. Balance of power tilted, huh? Minor gravimetric distortion detected from orbit are traced to a spherical object floating a few meters above the surface of the planet. No other signs of civilization are evident. The team's engineers speculate that this object may be a stasis sphere, an artificial field that slows time within an area to a near standstill, creating a perfect time capsule. Based on scanner readings, he believes it may be possible to open with a specific code transmitted as gravity waves. But as to what the code might be, he hasn't a clue. It's clear the Chittick have been extremely busy on this otherwise lifeless rock, although the purpose of their activities is less obvious. A massive pylon rises above the uneven plains. It's so tall that it appears to have been partly supported by tractor beams from orbit until recently, but now has become dangerously unstable. Chittick workers flee the structure on foot and seem more interested in saving their own carapaces than the survey team. The team engineer guesses that the tower will collapse soon, but might be safe to enter for now. The main entry chamber of the tower is already deserted. The universal translator interprets glyphs on the schematic as follows. Level 2, Data Archives. Level 3, Habitat. Level 4, Main Generators. Level 4, Pylon Reinforcement. Level 6, High Lab. The engineers guess that the tower will not collapse for a few hours. The Data Archives. Someone destroyed the terminals in the data archives before evacuating, but were in such a rush that they left the databanks mostly intact. The team transmits the data back to the ship. The main entry chambers of the tower is already deserted. The universal translator interprets. The engineer guess the tower will not collapse for a few hours. The level contains multiple pieces of equipment apparently designed to reinforce the structure's integrity, including several with high concentrations of neutronium. The team gathers up the more portable pieces and head back to the entrance. The laboratory is the closest accessible area to the tower's energy focal point. Sparks arc from several pieces of equipment. It appears to have been abandoned in a hurry. Judging from the instrument readouts, the team's xenotechnician believes that this entire structure is a complex observatory designed to monitor the universal background radiation for some reason. There are also some references to eyes and keys that seem like they belong more in a religious tract than amid the technical data. The team heads back down to the entrance, 125 research points. Okay, time to retreat to the lander. The team rushes back to the lander and take off. Before they reach orbit, seismic readings suggest the tower has collapsed. Plus 55 neutronium. Alright, I kind of feel bad for the little insects now. But I gotta remember, they're bugs. They need to be squashed. Send down the away team. The bright crimson color of this planet is due to large amounts of Hematite. Dust on the surface and air... Why can't I say that? Aerosolized. I don't know. It's in the air and in the atmosphere. While not particularly valuable, its uneven dispersion on the surface acts as a kind of natural gravimeter, guiding the survey team to several deposits of neutronium, which otherwise were too deep to detect from the orbit. That's the stuff I want. Give me all that neutronium. Wait, this is a moving ship. Oh wow, my hull is having a problem. It's a trade ship. So you can't go too close to those suns, evidently. Class R planet. Surface anomaly detected. Send the away team. On a sandy plain of a lifeless planet lies what appears to be an enormous statue of a humanoid astronaut, carved from hard, indigenous rock. It is nearly 200 meters from head to toe. Analysis suggests that it was carved into this position. The stone, while hard, lacks the tensile strength to support the figure vertically. Sonar reveals that there is a small hollow chamber within the chest, sealed with thick layers of artificial concrete. Have a team drill a hole into the chest of the ancient statue? Is that really something we want to do? Yeah, let's send in a probe. For science! In a small cube-shaped room lies a human-sized version of the giant astronaut. Despite the protective sarcophagus, the suit is badly decomposed and its contents long ago turned dust. The probe's narrow ultraviolet scanner reveals writing on the room's walls, almost completely erased by time. Image analysis reveals the writing. Used the last of the escape pod's fuel to break out of the warp bubble. Before the ship's short section destroyed by drill, something peacefully found a more hospitable world to touch down on. Before the ship's re-entry, I hopefully found a more hospitable world to touch down on. I've got about 2 weeks of food and water and a reprogrammed 100 NL unit with a full fusion battery. Given enough time, it could mine ore, build a smelter, fashion hull plates, craft an H-drive, and launch us off this rock. Just about anything, really. But it doesn't matter. I'll be long dead before it could do anything that might be useful. Maybe I'll have it carve me a nice tombstone. Ensign James Brunton, Starcom Science Corps, formerly aboard the Morning Star. Nice. So we are not the first humans here. Others have been caught in this rift. No surface anomalies, but what's making the noise? Oh, that ship. Another flyby. Extreme survival technology needed to land down there. An orbiter. Ah, my Starcom ambassador, I've just received the most wonderful news. Someone or something recently destroyed that shitty forward base we discussed. On an unrelated matter, we need to make room in our cargo hold for some supplies. Perhaps you could take these minerals off of our hands. Was there anything else you wish to discuss? Because of your unusual situation and your demonstration of friendship toward the Surd Republic, there may be some flexibility. I'll make inquiries. Was there anything else you wish to discuss? We'll be on our way. No surface anomalies detected. Send the away team down. A large starship lies frozen in what at first glance appears to be ice, but the survey team reports that it is in fact glass. The team's geologists speculate on some processes that might envelop a derelict starship in molten silica, but he is at a loss to explain how it formed naturally clear glass. In any case, there is a valuable derelict trapped under 50 meters of glass. Well, a laser isn't going to work very well on glass, I don't think, right? High explosive. Yeah, I'd probably rather do it with a drill. The lander's adamantine tip drill is able to easily penetrate the glass surface. Unfortunately, after a few meters, glass dust causes it to jam. The team is able to clear it, but the process soon repeats itself. Alright, make a big boom. Several well-placed charges manage to fracture the glass enough that the team can carefully lift out a large chunk. With painstaking repetition, they are able to burrow down to the ship's hull. The ship's hull is remarkably well preserved, showing no sign of having been immersed in molten glass. The team's hopes of valuable salvage are dashed when they breach the hull. The ship was stripped bare prior to being somehow scuttled in glass. Any equipment that wasn't removed seems to have been destroyed with energy weapons. The team is about to pack it in when the geologists notice a broken data crystal mixed in with glass fragments the crew tracked in. Scanning it with the lander's computer reveals some corrupted telemetry data and what appears to be 2 sets of precise navigational coordinates somewhere in this galaxy. Your first officer adds them to the nav computer. I'd like to find a Nexus to pop back home and get some more crew. And there's the Nexus we're looking for. Is it chasing something? Why didn't it automatically start up? I might have to activate it from the surface of the planet like I did that other one. Two enormous pillars of weathered rock stretch into the sky like the previous set. The larger of the pair has a control room within it, and it too has a control room allowing the opening of an eye. Open the eye. There's a deep rumble followed by a surge of EM radiation above the pillar. On board the ship, an energy reading is detected elsewhere in the system. So, according to your survey logs, you found more evidence of a Starcom vessel in the Xeno region. That's right, the Morning Star. And it seems like she was here quite a while ago. That's impossible. I mean, I believe you, but it's also impossible. The Morning Star was a Galaxy-class warship that fought in the first S'more War, but it didn't vanish. After the war, it was overhauled a couple of times, then repurposed as a science facility in Canis Beta. It's still there. Some of our research team used to work there. I'll ask them to go over the survey results. Was there anything else? Yeah, we could use some more crew, please. Everyone's excited to join your crew. We're all counting on you. Is there anything else? That's all for now. What do you want, Chief? Our long-range scanners detected a high-velocity explosion that had the signature of a ship exploding while in warp. Glad to see it wasn't yours. I've transmitted the coordinates to your first officer. Excellent. Thank you. Research. We have research. Give me more reactor power. And we'll preserve the remaining research points. Let's go to the shipyard. Do I have enough neutronium to make armor? No, I don't have enough titanium to make armor. I think we're all right now. Ship explosion. Which one was it where I needed the... It's a question mark this way. Greetings, Entity. This is the Sentinel. Do not be alarmed. This is a standard entity control parameter check. Please stand by for scan. Scan in progress. Entity identification parameter missing. Not sure if you're asking a question or reporting an error. I'm James. Who are you? Scan complete entity source region identifier missing. Are you talking about your code? We are from a very distant galaxy. We were brought here by a rift in space. Scan complete timestamp offset missing. That's a surprisingly precise scan. What have you learned? Scan complete. Attention Entity. Your ship is in violation of Directives 2 and 3. Please exit the craft immediately and leave any technologies behind. Wait, what are Directives 2 and 3? That thing's powerful. Don't mess with robots. Alright, we just got blown the heck up. Starcom Fleet Notice, da-da-da-da-da. It's been almost 2 years since Kokyoto Station, aka Kite Station, and Big Johnson disappeared despite over 10,000 ship days logged in the search by over 20 vessels. Not a single fragment of evidence has been recovered. While we will never abandon hope, it is with a heavy heart we must suspend search and recovery operations. We may never know what became of those brave men. Load the last save. Just making me wonder, where am I? I think it saves every time you go through these, which means that thing, unknown interceptor neutral. I think I want to stay away from it. Or do I want to figure out how to talk to it? Is there a way to talk to it? Should I talk to it? Send the away team before that ship catches up with us. Quickly. An old fission-powered drill sits amid a rock field. Upon examination, the team discovers that it has been fitted with an adamantite bit. While the adamantite is unscratched, the shaft has been worn by the elements. Trying to reactivate the drill might just leave the adamantite buried deep underground. Reactivate the drill, see what's down there. The drill descends several hundred meters, then spins up. For several hours it continues to penetrate the hard rock. Suddenly there's a cracking sound. When the team retracts the drill, there's nothing left. Whatever could have broken an adamantite drill bit remains a mystery. So I think when it did the scan, it discovered I have one of those things that allows me to operate the Nexus on board. And that's the technology I'm not supposed to have. Greetings, Entity. This is the Sentinel. Do not be alarmed. This is a standard entity control parameter check. Please stand by for scan. Scan in progress. We are humans who come in peace. Who are you? Entity source region identifier missing. What exactly are you scanning for? It's about 0230 Starcom ship standard. Your ship is in violation. Okay. First of all, no. You blew me up last time, and you're gonna blow me up again. Let's just get the heck out of Dodge, shall we? The signal that just barely tripped the anomaly sensor is a cylinder made from a neutronium alloy drilled in the underlying bedrock. On the top, etchings in an alien language are still clearly visible, thanks to the metal strength. The universal translator is able to make a partial translation. Planetary Survey Benchmark. Designation Golden Jester 3, habitability rating 0.72. From Whirlpool. Judging from the various erosion indicators in the nearly indestructible metal, it has probably been here for several centuries and won't be missed. Now research missiles back at the lab. Sweet. Hailing unknown vessel, please identify yourself. I am Jaames of Starcom. We seek peaceful relations. We are the Vandari Federation. We seek trade and the exchange of knowledge. How have we not had contact with your civilization before? Our vessel was pulled into this region by a rift in space. We are seeking a way to return home. We are sorry to hear of your plight, but glad to make your acquaintance. As the first Vandari to make contact with Starcom, it is our tradition to begin with an exchange of data or technology. I am transmitting information on the Kailitos, a technology we use aboard our ships. Would you be willing to share a technology with us? Hull integrity. This is some interesting technology beyond our current capabilities. As your generosity seems to have exceeded ours, allow us to make an additional gift. Are you interested in trading resources as well as knowledge? No, thank you. Very good. Perhaps another time. Don't mind me having this firefight in the middle of, Oh, that's a transport vessel. Go away, cargo ship. You don't want to be blown up. Oh, crap. Where is... No. Are you talking about your code? It has missiles and shields and oh Jesus, this is... And I can't outrun it. Alright, those things are really annoying. Let's head back up this way and maybe we can get away from these weird patrolling ships. Oh, it's this one I need to go to. I thought this one's the one I needed to go to. Yeah, it's up here. I'm definitely gonna need some thruster technology here soon. I'm gonna be running into those heavy battle cruiser sentinel things that want to kill me for using their progenitor's technology of the Nexus gates. Further investigation possible. I already had a guy die. Should I have more guys die? Should I feed the beast again? Okay, you guys are gonna run from me, which is unusual. Your cargo ships won't run from me, but your warships will. Okay, what's the beeping? One of those. Send down the away team. Titanium, huh? Near the base of the awesome peaks of this world, the team finds the source of the anomaly, reading some modest deposits of titanium. The team thanks their stars and the deposits weren't higher up, given that some of these peaks are over 30 kilometers high. Right, doesn't seem to be much here. We've made it to the place where the ship exploded. Well, this is some interesting looking space. Kind of dusty. Yes, let's go find out why a ship exploded, shall we? Maybe we can explode too. An asteroid field. Oh, we can mine asteroid. Send that away mission team down to the place where the ship exploded. Even from a high altitude, the survey team could see what this structure was. A citadel constructed from the broken hulks of ancient starships. A few of the large guns train on the lander as it touches down a few kilometers away. An intercom by an inset door chitters as the team approaches it. Translates as, "Welcome to Entark's Citadel. What is the password?" Let us in. The intercom is silent and the door remains closed. Please? Reindeer flotilla? Knock knock? Hunter 2? Joshua. Cetic astronomy. Reindeer. Well, you already did that. Have the team return to the ship for now. Alright. Seems there's an important code in this game I'm gonna have to learn. Discovered unusual fragment. The asteroid fragment contains some energy signatures combined with its geological marks. It seems that it was part of a terrestrial planet that was destroyed by an explosion that originated within the planet. Alright, let's head back to camp. While you were gallivanting around Xenospace, we got a surprise visit from a Sora delegation. Apparently, our application for trade partner was approved. We were able to trade some of our unused equipment and non-essential commodities for fresh food and organic supplies. I'm probably going to get in a lot of trouble if we ever get back home for signing a trade treaty, but well done. Was there anything else? How's morale? Not too bad. My people hear that your crew is hopeful, and that makes them hopeful. Okay, what do we got for research points? 100 research points. I think this is where we invested in turbo thrusters. So we can get out of dodge when we need to. And we have neutronium. How much titanium do we have? We have enough for 1 block of armor. Where should one put the 1 block of armor? Well, that protects our butt from our control area getting destroyed from shots from the back. I guess that's probably as good a use as you can have for 1 block of armor. Now if I could get more, which isn't it's not the problem with the neutronium. I actually have enough for at least 2 more blocks of armor, which I'd like to put somewhere on this side of things. I would like to protect the reactors. So maybe here and here. Or maybe I want to put it in the back so that if I'm running there, it's going to be harder to hit. Anyway, yeah, probably the back here would be the place to put the armor. I have gold. Maybe the next time I see someone to trade, I might want to try to trade for basic titanium. Wait, recycle module. Blueprints. Aid station. Looks like we've got turbo thrust technology. Great. We can really cruise with this tech, but watch your energy levels. Hold down shift while moving to engage it. T to lock it on and off. Oh, wow. I've got it locked on and I'm hardly using... That's cool. think this is the last place we were exploring before the evil Century ship chased us out of the normal part of the galaxy. Let's head down there. Discover polar masser. Initially, I thought this planet was emitting a microwave signal. Actually, the interaction of the solar wind with the gas giant poles is producing a lower energy but highly focused masser. 25 research points. Good deal. We need those research points. No surface anomalies. I think we're going to head down here and we're going to backtrack a little bit because there was... might be in that system. There was a system we didn't have the technology to be able to explore. But now we do, and I want to explore it. Wonder if we could cruise around without even using the black holes now, because we seem to really cruise. Wonder how long it would take to go between systems without using these warp conduit things. Can I catch this thing now? We seem to have similar speeds now. Or at least I thought we did. Send down that away team. This is the planet I was looking for. This is the planet. 75 research points. This colorful planet should be at the extreme low end of the Horowitz-Lee habitability index. A thick, hot hydrofluoric fog rises out of volcanic vents. It would eat through any kind of organic material in seconds, yet somehow life has found a way to flourish here. Several extramophile fungus-like life forms grow in abundance. Samples will increase our understanding of the conditions in which life can exist. That was what I was looking for. Now there's stuff over here. I'm gonna try going there just to go there through normal transportation means. Oh yeah, we're making pretty good time. I'm picking up a faint signal on lightwave band. Looks like some kind of faint transmission. Let me try to restore it. I restored the message fragment as best I could. It's clearly in Starcom standard, but most of it was unrecoverable. I've added it in the mission log. No surface anomalies detected. Class R planet, surface anomaly. Let's send down the OA team. Cobalt, nice. This planet has dozens of glowing craters, belching toxic gases. Scans reveal they are not volcanic activity, but natural fission reactors. The unusual dense rock focuses the released neutrons in certain areas, producing great quantities of heat and moderate amounts of cobalt-60. The brown dwarf seems to be fusing lithium at a mass of 59 Jovians, which is below previously believed minimum. 49 research points. No anomalies. Wait, how did I miss that? I got sort of excited by shooting meteorites that I didn't go to the thing I was trying to go to. No anomalies. Right, we should probably return back here, jump down, and probably explore into here. Seems to be a fair amount of gold in these meteorite things. Asteroid fields. Yeah, that's probably makes more sense. Now, if we can stumble across one of those trading ships, maybe they might like to trade me some gold for titanium. Let's head out this way. Where there's a star, there must be planets and things to explore. Discovered massive diamond. We've found a massive, near-perfect diamond cube. Analysis shows that it probably formed naturally via a process of vapor deposits, perhaps inside a nebula. Did I go past anything else? Was there anything else back there? Just a diamond randomly sitting out in the middle of deep space? That's awesome. Send down the away team! This planet has dozens of glowing craters belching toxic gases. Scans reveal that they are not volcanic activity but natural fission reactors. The unusual dense rock focuses the release neutrons in certain areas, producing great quantities of heat and moderate amounts of cobalt-60. On a high mountain, the remains of a temple have almost been completely reclaimed by nature. Two spheres rest on mossy altars. Presumably regarded as religious artifacts, one appears to be mostly composed of titanium, the other is nearly 20% neutronium. Neither occurs naturally on this planet, so how they came to be here is a mystery. And we desecrated it, right? We destroyed these, of course we did. Ooh, trader. You had followed your spawn bubble with your thrashings. Had you learnt? We could not tell. Did you give us a gift in peace? We do not recall. You had learned nothing but how to stir mud and make bubbles. Okay. Surface anomaly detected. Wait, surface, what am I doing? Send the away team down. This temperate moon shows evidence of several extremely low-tech vertebrate species. But off the shoreline of a small freshwater lake is an artifact of an advanced civilization, a massive translucent cube-like structure. Energy readings suggest it is actively doing something. Well, if it's not in the water, what good is sonar gonna do? I suppose LiDAR? At first, the LiDAR beams seemed to scatter off the structure in random patterns, but after careful observation, the team's engineer realized the patterns were mathematically descriptions of the structure's geometry. After trial and error, he had discovered that transmitting the pattern representing the opposite side of the structure would cause a part of the artifact to slide back. Finally, when all sides have been solved, the structure opened, revealing a trove of resources and valuable data. Cheerlight, gold, and research points. Let's continue on. So we're getting a pretty good collection of more... What? Our long-range receivers just very briefly caught that what seemed to be a kind of pattern in the cosmic microwave background radiation, then lost it. It was a different signature from the light wave message fragments we detected earlier. Way out in deep space, far from the gravitational distortions of planets and stars, our engines get a modest boost to their top speed. On a high plateau in this desert world, the team finds the ruins of an old temple. Several bas-relief carvings in its broken stone tell a partial tale of those who formerly worshipped here. They served gods who had been cast out of the heavens in the War of the Morning Sun. Their gods had given them ships that could sail to other worlds on their behalf. There is a tantalizing description of a secret redoubt on a sunless world, but unfortunately with no details to place its location. Hailing unknown vessel, please identify yourself. We are the Vendari Federation. We seek trade and exchange of knowledge. How have we not had contact with your civilization before? Our vessel was pulled into this region by a rift in space. Discovery Kalitos device. This device for managing fuel mixtures, has an almost complete solution to the something. We are sorry to hear of your plight, but glad to make your acquaintance. As the first Vendari to make contact with the Starcom, it is our tradition to begin with the exchange of data, our technology. I am transmitting information on the Kalitos, a technology we use aboard our ships. Would you be willing to share a technology with us? Sure. How about hull integrity? This is some interesting technology beyond our current capabilities. As your generosity seems to exceed our own, allow us to make an additional gift. Are you interested in trading resources as well as knowledge? Why, yes, I am. Vendari currency Cobalt 60. The Vendari have agreed to trade with us. Use the field below to set your desired buy and sell quantities. I want to buy some titanium. About 240 seems about right. Cobalt. What's cobalt used for? Where's the icon? Cobalt City is a radioactive isotope of cobalt primarily used in the synthesis of missile systems. Ah, yes, I haven't made any missiles yet. Let's do that. We're always happy to trade with our new friends. Hail again, friend. Your presence warms us like the sun on a basking rock. How may we be of service to our Starcom friends? What do you know about Entark's Citadel? I'm afraid all I know is that it's a rogue trading outpost. We don't have any formal treaty with it. I believe the Iluko sometimes trade there. Is there anything else you wish to discuss? We avoid contact with them outside of official diplomatic channels. They are obsessed with improving their technology to the point of resorting to aggression when they think it will help them get it. Understandable, the Luco are a curious race and a bit difficult to converse with. They have been a starfaring race for longer than I think even they know. Supposedly they developed space travel before writing, although they seem dubious. I could tell you that they place a high value on mutual gift-giving, or what we call trade. If you've gotten off on the wrong appendage, I'd suggest a gift. I believe they've been interested in platinum lately. Huh. What do you... Yeah, let's... You will trade. Oh, you guys like gold. Got tons of gold. Gold is a noble metal once... Earth module use engine. Yeah, I think I can spare gold. How much do I have? 158. I probably could have spared gold more than I could of the cobalt. So what do they value and what do they not value? Yttrium, platinum... Plasma turrets. Reactors. Yeah, I definitely like those. Yeah, let's go with that. We would be happy to exchange goods with you. Was there anything else you wished? We'll be on our way. Alright, now we got a lot of titanium to do building and stuff with. It would be nice to come across one of those nexuses around here. Send the away team down. The survey lander touches down in whiteout conditions. Attempting to pilot the lander any closer to the detected anomaly would be suicide. Have the team brave the storm. The team spends hours trudging through the blinding blizzard, constantly be thwarted by crevices and sheer cliffs. Eventually the anomaly signal could no longer be detected. Possibly it was an artifact generated by the powerful storm. Then from here, we'll return back down here if there's no nexus over here to return with. Then we'll head back and re-outfit our ship with some more armor and and stuff and things. Will we learn anything out here in the deepness of space? Will we stumble across another random diamond floating in the black hole of space? Or another message? Discovery, slow rings. This planet's rings are not too unusual, although their orbital velocity is lower than their mass density would predict. Curious. 30 research points. Needle rings. The ice crystals in this planet's rings are formed into thin, needle-like structures, possibly in response to the same electrostatic forces that sometimes produce spoke effects. Send down the away team! Holy cats, what's that? Several thousand hectares of this planet are covered with a sprawling metropolis. While readings showed energy and movement, there are no signs of life. As the team moves into the city, they discover that new buildings are being erected by autonomous construction equipment. In other parts of the city, buildings are collapsing from neglect. The atmosphere is choking with smog from the machines. Many of the older buildings show no sign of having been occupied except those closest to collapse. The lower level of those are chock full of garbage and miscellaneous debris. Eventually the team finds a relatively clear grav lift shaft and climbs to the upper stories. Several hundred meters above the city, where the air is clearer, they begin to find biped remains and scraps of documents. With the help of the universal translator, the team is able to construct a partial narrative of this culture. For centuries, or possibly longer, most of the planet's population lived in comfort in these great cities. Everything was taken care of by the machines that had been created by the progents. At some point, some of the machines began to stop working. First, the clone banks causing the population to decline, then the atmospheric purifiers causing the street levels to become inhospitable. Next, the sanitation and waste bots. Eventually, the food delivery drones died, and with them the remaining population. Among the debris, the team finds some technical artifacts that no longer work but offer useful data. The images the survey team sends back reminds you of cabins of luxury cruisers. While appointed by Generic and Solus, there's no indication of them having ever been inhabited. Well, disassemble the machines. Uh-oh. The team manages to extract a modest amount of resources before the machines begin to attack. The team retreats to the city's outskirts and the machines return to their construction work. We lost 2 crew. Discovery: zero magnetic field. This planet has almost no magnetic field, which is highly unusual for this class of planet. Send down the away team. Orbital scans show traces of civilization across this nearly dead planet, but now the only signs of life are confined to a tiny region. As the survey team approaches, they are greeted by an incongruous sight, an oasis of life and technology beneath a shimmering bubble, like an ancient snow globe. The engineer determines that the bubble is a coherent energy field, keeping the harsh solar radiation at bay, as well as an effective security shield. The inhabitants of the bubble, a race of small, colorful urchin-like creatures, permit the team to enter. The team learns that the planet lost its magnetic field quite suddenly, nearly a century ago. Without the natural magnetic shield, the planet was bombarded with deadly radiation. Within a few years, almost all life on the planet was wiped out. During that time, they were able to construct a protective shield generator and concentrated their population in this location. Unfortunately, their generators are starting to fail, and they lack sufficient adamantine to repair them. If Big Johnson could deliver 55 units of adamantine, they would share the technical details of the shield generator. We'll see what we can do, but that's a lot of adamantine. Holy cats! And... oh, when was the last time I loaded? When was the last time I saved? This is probably a bad thing. Yeah, all of that exploring is for naught. Alright, well, this is probably as good a spot as any to end this episode. Yeah. Things didn't go so well. We're going to have to backtrack and go through all that area again. We had a lot of good stuff going on. We were doing quite well, and I had to shoot at the antimatter. I couldn't leave well enough alone. I had to shoot at it, even though I was warned this could go boom. It went boom, all right. I tell you. Anyway, I'm James Johnson, aka Sulfurblade. This is my content. Hopefully you're enjoying it. If so, please leave a like and subscribe. And until the next time, all, peace.